Go. All right, live now. It is 7:30 p.m. Thursday night, January 27, 2022. I'm rocking the Spectrum jersey to support the Sixers. Tonight is the Philadelphia 76ers at home hosting the Los Angeles Lakers. And this is what makes this game big, is two big market cities, Philadelphia and Los Angeles. Now, it's been a minute since I've really talked about the Sixers on this channel. I made a few videos during football season, but now that football season's over, I'm going to be dropping more Sixers content, talk about the Sixers. So Joel Embiid now has made his fifth All-Star game and fifth time starter as fifth time he is starting. And Joel Embiid is a front runner for the MVP. Shaquille O'Neal has come out and endorsed Joel Embiid for MVP. And they were just talking about on TNT Countdown show with Shaq, Charles Barkley, and those guys. It was an interview with Embiid where he's asked about the criticism he's received. He's talked about stepping up to it and giving Shaquille O'Neal a shout out. And Shaq said that he appreciates that Embiid was stepping up in the face of criticism instead of hiding from it. And he says that that's part of being his all-star player. All, great players face criticism, but all great players step up during criticism. And Shaq is absolutely right about that. And that's what he brought up when he was talking about Joel Embiid. Now he respects him for stepping up with the criticism. But that was what was going on during the pregame. But now we're at commercial break and we're getting ready for the game. And the reason I started exactly at 7:30 is because when the game's advertised at a certain time, it always takes a few minutes. Figured come on here, catch up a little bit about the Sixers. Now the Sixers. Last time I really made a video about them. They were struggling. They were losing a lot of games. I got on Doc Rivers being an overrated coach. I still stand by that. And speaking of the Sixers, you know who's been carrying this team, right? This guy. In his last 4 games, he put up over 35 points. His lowest being 38, highest being 50 in those last 4 games. Now, this has been a phenomenal streak by Joel Embiid. He is carrying this team all the way on his back. He's the guy who's going to make sure that he carries his team, get him to the playoffs, do whatever he has to do. Now, however, we're going to need more than Joel Embiid to really get over the hump and win a championship. I think we settled on that. Now, Sixers have in their past 15 games been playing their best this season, winning 12 of their past 15 from December 26, 2021 to present, including a 7-game win streak going from December 26th against the Washington Wizards to January 10th against the Houston Rockets. But they have been hot since Christmas, and hopefully they'll continue that momentum against the Los Angeles Lakers. Well, the Sixers, as of tonight, they are the number 6 seed in the Eastern Conference at 28-19. Lakers are 9th in the Western Conference at 24-24. That's where we're at right now. Now, for the Sixers, this can be beneficial because the Lakers are on a long East Coast road trip. They had to play the Orlando Magic, Miami Heat last week. They played the Brooklyn Nets on Tuesday, which they ended up winning. Play the Sixers tonight. They got to travel to Charlotte tomorrow to play the Hornets. And then they got to travel again for Sunday to Atlanta to play the Hawks. And LeBron James will not be playing tonight, so he will not be in the starting lineup. And now, oh my God, LeBron James, man, he will not be in the lineup. Well, who?
No Shake Milton. Danny Green, though, who has missed the last 7 games, will play, but he will be limited to 15 minutes.
Well, no Seth, no Danny Green tonight, as you just heard. Shake Milton will be limited tonight. That's news for the Sixers. And the Lakers, no LeBron James, so we don't have to play against him. As we're showing, Joel Embiid's on the court. In the last 4 games, averaging 42.5 points a game, 58% on his field goals, and 12.8 on rebounds. As they're at center court, we're ready for the tip-off. And there is LeBron and Anthony Davis. They shake hands and hug, wish each other good luck. Center court, and here we go. Anthony Davis and our man Joel Embiid waiting for the tip-off. And we'll be underway, and they're going to tip it up, and we're underway. Sixers win the tip-off. And Tyrese Maxey has the ball. He's moving past half court. Rolling to his left. Maxey still got the ball. He's going to pass it off to Embiid. Embiid's moving forward. He attempts the shot, but he misses. Oh, rebounded by Anthony Davis. Now he's got the ball in the hands of Russell Westbrook. Lakers looking for a quick break down the court. Malik Monk's got it. Passes it off to Russ. And Russ has it. Russ is working with Maxey's working on Russ. Russ passes it back. And the pass back to Monk. He attempts the deep long shot. Nope, but rebounded by the Lakers. And the Lakers get the first points of this game, 2-0. Now the Sixers coming back down the court. Embiid to Maxey. Maxey's going to attempt the three. Got it! Tyrese Maxey with the three. The number 2 guy on this team delivered. The Lakers moving past half court. AD passes to Russ. Russ taking a step back. And Russ passes it to AD. AD's got it. He's going to pass it to Monk. He misses, but AD gets the rebound and gets the 2. And it's 4-3 Lakers. Now Maxey's got the ball. He's passing it off to Embiid. And Embiid's got it. Pass to Korkmaz. Embiid's got, and it's the ball. Was it touched by the Lakers? No, he lost the ball. And the Lakers get the ball. Not the start we're hoping for, but it's still extremely early in this game. I am not going to throw a fit yet. Notice I'm a lot calmer here with the Sixers' early woes in this game than I am with the Eagles. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit different. Not going to be as cynical with the Sixers falling behind early as Davis attempts a shot into the paint, misses, and Tyrese Maxey's rolling. He's behind the three-point line. He passes to Embiid. Embiid's going to attempt the shot, and there's a whistle. He misses. Looks like it might be a foul against the Lakers. And yes, it's going to be a foul. Embiid is going to go to the line. It's a foul against Anthony Davis. And Embiid will attempt this for 2 free throws at the line. He's still looking for his first points of the game early from the free throw line, and he misses the first free throw. Embiid's off to a cold start so far. Not the Joel Embiid we're looking for. As they're showing Joel Embiid's statistics this month, he's averaging at least 30 points a game. Well, minus the 14th against the Celtics, who averaged 25. But he's averaging usually 30-plus a game this month. Missed the first free throw. Embiid's going to attempt the second free throw, and he misses the second. Embiid's off to a cold start early. As Westbrook's moving down the court for the Lakers. He passes to AD. Being guarded by Embiid. AD moves in. He puts the move on Embiid and makes it look too easy. As the Lakers score 2 more, it is 6-3. Comes Embiid. He's making the move, and he gets the dunk. Embiid with the spin move and the dunk. Make it a 1-point Lakers lead. Now 6-5 early in the first quarter.
That would be the tallest running back in football history.
And Embiid got his hand on it, but the ball went out of bounds. He blocked the pass intended for Davis, tried to get the steal, but the ball went out of bounds. So the Lakers will get the ball as it was last touched by the Sixers. So the Lakers, they inbound it. It's Davis. He tries to shoot again, but he misses. A cold start for some of the starters shooting. Tobias, he's got it. Passes the court balls. He passes to Embiid. Embiid, he's moving in. And he puts the layup. 2 more for Joel Embiid. Make it 4 points. Sixers with their first lead, their second lead at the 6. The Lakers, 3, no good. Was that Malik Monk? Yep, that was Malik Monk. Now Embiid attempting a shot from deep in the paint, but it's no good. Lakers rebound it. Russ is moving down court with the ball. Russ is moving up closer into the paint. Over the Sixers rebounded. They get the steal. Embiid's got the ball. He's moving. He's outside the paint in the 2-point line. No, Matisse Thybulle misses the 3. Lakers get the rebound. Man, let's the Lakers. Anthony Davis just outside the paint. It's like Monk is going to shoot. Rebound by Embiid. He's moving this other way. Past the Maxey. Oh, see, the ball is stolen. Johnson from the Lakers with the steal. Pardon me, I can't speak right this moment. But Malik Monk's moving in on the paint. And he gets 2. And that's now Lakers 8-7. Lee. Wait, was that Malik Monk or is that? No, that looks like Ross made that shot. But now it's Tyrese with the ball. Tyrese Maxey. He's moving. Hey, what's up? Right now, I'm using Chrome. I'm using Google Chrome and I'm recording through that. So that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, I can't do it through Safari, but I'm using Google Chrome. I tried using StreamYard, but my StreamYard hasn't been working lately, so I'm not doing. Until I get that fixed, I'm only using videos through Chrome and going on to YouTube through there. Now we got a timeout in the game.
On the defensive side, because he's the one that's doing most of the talking. Russell Westbrook is going to sit.
Okay, now the Sixers back. Korkmaz, he's moving in. Passes to Embiid, who's behind the three-point line. Embiid's moving closer. He's inching just outside the paint, inside the two-point line. That's going to be a foul against the Lakers. Who was that?
Stanley Johnson trying to deal with Embiid, and
so here it is, or should play. Looks like, was that Stanley Johnson? Oh, it looks like Avery Bradley. Was it Avery Bradley? Wait, Avery Bradley. Wait, Embiid's back to the line, though. He makes his free throw. His first free throw made of the night. This is his second trip to the line. Now 1 for 3 shooting threes. And here he goes. Embiid is good. Embiid's going for a second shot here. It's now 11-8 Sixers. He's going to attempt his second free throw, and it is good. And the Sixers now have a 4-point lead, their largest lead of the first quarter. Lakers are moving down. AD has the ball. Quick pass back. Now Malik Monk got it. Passes the ball back to Bradley. Yep. This Maxey, the call goes up. Korkmaz rebounds it and passes it up to Maxey. Tyrese Maxey for 3. Oh, he misses. But now the Lakers moving right back down court. Monk gets another shot, and Malik Monk is active for the Lakers. He's moving around. Now, I don't really know who Malik Monk is. I need to do some more research on this guy and see what's going on. Has he been playing lately? You getting playing time? We need to keep up now. You guys can let me know in the comment section. Looks like Tobias Harris passes back to Embiid. He's behind the line. He's got to get it off quickly. Gets it off, but he didn't get his feet set. And there's the pass, deep pass to Anthony Davis, who slammed it down for 2. Now we're tied, and Embiid's slow to get up. If they're taking a fall, but he's shaking it off, and he's moving right back down the court. That is good to see. Like Tobias is moving in. He's going to attempt the shot. It's good. Tobias Harris with his first points of the game, and the Sixers are back up 14-12. And Anthony Davis again with another slam dunk. That's 2 straight dunks for Anthony Davis. And Korkmaz attempting the shot. He makes it from inside the paint. And Anthony Davis looking a little limpy, grabbing his hand, like twitching his fingers. But he's got the ball in his hand, though. He's still moving. He's still playing. Davis, he makes the pass. The pass, and Embiid denies it. Who was that? Number 5 on the Lakers. He blocks the shot. And now it's Tobias Harris moving past half court, moving in the paint. Tobias with a spin move, and he makes another shot. Now Tobias Harris is starting to get on some momentum going. That's 2 straight shots made. And hopefully Tobias Harris keeps this going. And as we're going to go to a commercial break, it is a 4-point Sixers lead, 18-14 here in the first quarter. As the game is going to commercial break.
Let's talk about what is professional today. We can flip the script by getting
Professional does not have shape. Limits. I've been a janitor. I've been a designer.
All right, so how's everyone doing? Hope you guys are enjoying this stream so far. Thank you for coming in. Make sure if you haven't hit the like button, do so. Hit that like button to show your support for the stream. Help push it out for other people scrolling YouTube to enjoy. Yeah, so far, it's only the first quarter. It's first time doing a stream in a full NBA game. I've watched streams before. I've commented on other people's streams in the past. But this is my first time streaming a Sixers game. So far, it's a little bit different experience. Those of you have seen my Eagles streams, I'm a little bit more calmer here with the basketball streams than with football. Primarily, that's because, look, in basketball, lead changes are such a more natural part of the sport for leads to constantly change than it is in football. And plus, with basketball, it's an 82-game season, so like 1 or 2 losses during the regular season is nowhere near as big a deal in the NBA as it is in the NFL. Because in the NFL, it's only 16 games, so those 1 or 2 losses could mean a lot more in the NFL than in the NBA. You guys know what I'm talking about. Could be the difference. 2 games in the NFL could be the difference between not making the playoffs and home field advantage or having to travel on the road or whatever the case. The difference between home field advantage or the difference between a home playoff game and getting a wild card, whatever the case may be. Whereas just a couple games in the NBA, they don't have that. They're not as big a deal. So here, lead changes in basketball, I'm a lot more calmer about that here with the Sixers than with the Eagles. Because when the Eagles start to fall behind, with football, there's that worry of, oh, Christ. Are they going to be able to? Are they going to have to play catch up here in this game? Whereas with the NBA, it doesn't really, the league changes are, they're more common. But here with basketball, 82-game regular season, plenty of games in the regular season. You can afford to take a couple losses here and there. And really, it doesn't matter until playoff time in any sport, but especially the NBA. We saw last year with the Sixers, they had home court advantage in the playoffs. They were number 1 seed, but it didn't matter because they got eliminated in the second round again by the Atlanta Hawks. This year, the Sixers, and I don't see them being a championship team. Joel Embiid steps up, carries his team to the playoffs. He'll be staking his claim for MVP. I do believe Joel Embiid, as long as he doesn't get hurt like he did last year around the All-Star time. Remember last year he got hurt during the winter, and it ended up the main reason Jokic was voted regular season MVP over Embiid. But this year, I don't see that happening this time around. As long as Embiid stays healthy this time around, he'll probably get the regular season MVP award, which will be nice. And we are back. They're back on the court, and the Lakers inbound the ball. Anthony Davis has it. And he passes it up. Twice. Who is that? And the ball goes back to Anthony Davis. Davis is the only main star on the court right now for the Lakers, but he's moving in close. Anthony Davis. Ridiculous angle for a jump shot. Say right behind me is the out of bounds line. Say this way is the hoop. Shot it up and made it. Gotta give AD props on that. That was a hell of a shot. Why he's one of the top players in the league, but it's Tobias moving into the paint, shits it back, and Embiid for 3. No! Embiid is cold shooting tonight. And Malik Monk, Anthony Davis. Wait, Lakers were in the paint. And now here's Tucker for the Lakers. He puts up 2, and now you're a tied game again. First, as we got a little under 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. Here we go. It's got Embiid's in the paint, being guarded by AD. Embiid from inside the paint gets 2 more and puts the Sixers back on top by 2 as the Lakers are moving right back down the court again. Here we go. They're moving. Moving in. AD attempts the 3, and he's way off the mark. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lakers. Sixers will get the ball back as we show that ridiculous make by Anthony Davis. He was from the out-of-bounds side behind the net. He had to shoot from there bounds, and he still made it. I got to give Anthony Davis credit. That is a great shot. See, I give my props to Anthony Davis for that. See, that's why he's one of the best players, so I can't take that away from him. As the Sixers are moving back, Korkmaz, and it's Tyrese Maxey with it. He's behind the three-point line. Passes to Embiid. Embiid's got the ball. Shot clock winding down to 6. Oh, it's stripped from Embiid. Maxey. He's got to get a shot off. And he looks like he's reaching foul against Borton Tucker for the late. If I pronounced the first name correct, I apologize if I didn't. Now Tyrese Maxey will be going to the line. Russell Westbrook, he's been struggling apparently.
He had his knees wrapped up. That's not unusual. He felt discomfort.
Here we go. Maxey from the line. Yeah. Bang! Ricocheted off the hoop. In and out. Misses the first free throw. And then looks like Dwight Howard's going to go in. Davis is coming out like Dwight Howard's going in. The form who was with us last season. Tyrese's second free throw is good. As Anthony Davis is leaving, he's leaving. He's exiting the game. Anthony Davis is out. Will he return? No, Dwight Howard's in for the first time as Russ is moving inside the paint, but he passes back to Tucker. Tucker inside the paint. He's being guarded by Embiid. He's going to pass it back to Dwight. No, is that Dwight? No, Carmelo Anthony for 2. Carmelo showing he still has something left. As we got the split screen on the left-hand side of my screen, they're showing AD walking to the back. And now it's back to the full screen on the game as Embiid's moving the ball inside the 2-point. Is that Danny Green attempting? Is that 3 or is that a deep 2? That's a 3. Danny Green for 3. We got the assist from Embiid. And now the Lakers moving back down court. Sixers. So it's Russ. Russ is attempting a 2 and it misses. Danny Green with the rebound. Tip to Tyrese. Tyrese Maxey. We got 2 minutes left here in this first quarter. Danny Green again for 3. Danny Green is on a roll now. He's making threes. He's draining them thus far. As Russ moves the ball quickly. And tip to Carmelo. Almost. But the Sixers. Embiid gets the rebound. Moving the ball down court. Inside the 2-point line. Inside the white line. Now they're passing it back. Niang for Niang. George Niang misses. But now, after Dwight Howard got the rebound again, Russ inside the paint. He didn't get his foot set. He airballed it. Now Embiid's moving down the court. Reason. That's a 3 from Niang. Niang makes a 3, making up for his miss on the previous Sixers possession. And there's going to be a timeout call, and we're going to step to a commercial break. It's this Lakers' second timeout. As the Sixers are up by 10 with a minute left in the first quarter. Here we go. This first quarter is flying by fast. I'm enjoying this. As I'm checking, the chat is connecting. Enjoying the stream. Okay, and as you see, I just commented, letting anyone who's joining the live stream know to feel free to drop a comment in the live chat. I'll be happy to interact with you. All you got to do is simply drop a comment in the live chat. Okay, we are at another commercial break here, showing a Kia commercial sponsored by the NBA. The NBA 75 logo. Here, speaking of NBA 75, last year was the 2-year anniversary of the passing of the late, great Kobe Bryant. And for those of you watching, you go to the description box. If you go to the description box, you'll see I have Kobe Tribute Part 1 and then a link next to it. You click on that, that'll be Part 1 to an audio video I made last year on the anniversary of Kobe's passing. Because last year I did 2 parts, both audio recorded with pictures. where I shared my thoughts and collection of Kobe Bryant. So if you guys want to see that, you can click on the links in the description box. Next to Kobe Tribute Part 1 is the link to Part 1 of that tribute. Next to Kobe Tribute Part 2 is the link to Part 2. So if you want to check those out, check those out. No. No, I know I'm talking people out of watching my stream, but I'm still directing them to my channel to check out other content. We got a Jerome Bettis commercial now.
Point spreads, totals, and even player props.
They're showing Bet River Sportsbook.
Jack Frost. People say you've got ice in your veins, but underneath it all,
I gotta stay hydrated, so that's why I keep taking sips here or wait for them to come back from commercial break. But there's only one other game, is it? I believe it's the Golden State Warriors and Memphis Grizzlies, is it? It's on at 10 o'clock. It's on TNT. I was looking for the game on NBC Philly Sports, but it wasn't on NBC Philly Sports, so I have to watch on TNT. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. I was hoping to watch it, on NBC Philly Sports to support, the local announcers, hear Kate Scott, try to get used to her because, I'm still kind of, I've been watching more highlights, especially throughout football season with work and following football. I've been checking, kind of glimpses at the Sixers through football season. So I was hoping at least I could watch on NBC Sports Philly, hear Kate Scott, to try to get more used to her now that she's replacing Mark Zumoff, but couldn't find it there. I looked through the TV guide. It didn't have it on, but it has it on TNT, so I'm watching it through that. The Lakers, we come back it's just a little over a minute in the first quarter. Now it's 1 minute left in the first quarter. And here we go. Carmelo Anthony passing it back to Russ. Russ passing back to Anthony, former Thunder teammates, now reunited Lakers as Carmelo makes another shot. Carmelo Anthony showing he can still shoot. Say what you want to say about Carmelo, how he cares about the money, doesn't want to win, but give props to, he can shoot. As Tyrese, the pass up, was that alley-oop for Draymond, or that's just a short shot, rebound Draymond, but Draymond gets credit for the shot. It looked like it was a miss by Tyrese, or attempted alley-oop for Draymond. Now it's a miss by the Lakers. Ball went out of bounds. Are they going to say Draymond touched it before it went out? I didn't see Draymond touch it, so. But they might have touched it. He might have. It didn't look like it. Looks like it's going to be. Yep, it's still Lakers ball. You say Draymond touched it before it went out, and Lakers will retain possession of it. Now it being a 10-point game, 32-22. Clock ticking down, about 20 seconds left in this first quarter. And here comes Anthony Davis out the tunnel. It looks like he's going to return to the game. As Carmelo attempts a long two, it looked like his right foot was inside the white line, but he missed anyway as the Sixers are moving. And here's the ball goes in the Tyrese. Looks like he's going to attempt the buzzer beater. He does attempt it, but he doesn't make it. And that will be the end of the first quarter. Sixers are up 10, 32-22 at the end of the first quarter. So in this first quarter, we saw Anthony Davis temporarily leave the game. But right at the end of the quarter, we saw him walking back out the tunnel. So it looks like he will return to action in the second quarter for the Lakers. And Dwight Howard got some playing time. We saw Carmelo Anthony make a few shots there, showing he still has something left from a shooting standpoint, with Carmelo and LeBron being the only two major players from the 03 draft class still active in the NBA. Been the first time they've been teammates in their careers, but they're showing they still have something left to offer. LeBron James is not playing tonight, but Carmelo's showing he can still do something. I'll give him that, but so far, hey, Danny Green this first quarter, he was making some shots. He was making them threes. Danny Green was drilling threes for the Sixers. He was drilling them. I'll give him props. And Joel Embiid, he missed a few shots there, but, his threes were off. His free throw shooting, he missed his first two, but then he made his second two. But inside the paint, Embiid's been dominating. Got Tyrese Maxey's making some shots too. Tyrese Maxey 1 for 2 from the line in the first quarter. So far, the Sixers offense doing what they have to do. See, Russell Westbrook. Russ is struggling in the first quarter. Russ struggled. I don't recall Russ. Did Russ make? I think he may have made one basket in the first quarter, and that was a 2 inside the paint. That's it. But Anthony Davis was balling in the first quarter when he got shots, and got several dunks. He made a ridiculous shot where his angle was right alongside the out of bounds line from behind the hoop, and yet he still made that shot. And I got to give him credit. So Anthony Davis, when he was active, he was playing good. I think for the Lakers, one of their best chances of winning is for him to return. So the Sixers are going to have to watch out if Anthony Davis comes back in the game, because he can score against them. He showed that. Carmelo showed he can still score. And what was his fame? What's his name? Forgetting what his name. Monk. Yeah, Monk was doing pretty good. He was being productive in the first quarter. He got some shots in. He was able to move the ball a little bit. So Lakers got a few guys in their offense that can still move around a bit. But obviously they're missing LeBron James. And you can see Russ is a little cold tonight. The Sixers are getting rebounds. They're outscoring the Lakers. They're out-rebounding them. And so far, it's playing in their favor. So far, it's only the first quarters. And now we got to get to the second quarter, see what happens there. And then from there, we'll see what happens in the second half. Because they're showing Anthony Davis injury, missed 17 games. Lakers are 9-12 on the road this season. And obviously, we're at home. It's at the Wells Fargo Center. So playing a team that's struggling on the road. And we're listening to the Lakers coach.
Hey, next man up mindset. We don't worry about injury. We worry about the guys that are in uniform on the floor, and those guys got to get the job done.
One way to make up for your size was double teaming Joel Embiid every second you could. What do you think about the
Okay, and we are back.
Good enough. Got to be a step sooner.
Well, thank you, Captain Obvious. As Russ makes a shot. Okay. And it trims down the Sixers' lead to 8. Sixers are moving the ball past Korkmaz, and that's Danny Green with it. So that's Korkmaz, and Drummond's in, and Embiid is not in at the moment. Korkmaz. No, that's George Niang, not Korkmaz. I apologize. And George Niang with his second made shot. He made a 3 in the first quarter. Makes it 2 this time. 5 is Dwight Howard's in the game. Dwight Howard passing to Russell Westbrook, and the ball's tipped by Niang, but it goes out of bounds. Lakers will retain possession of it.
Anthony Davis was dealing with that right wrist injury that made him leave the game. The team said it is a right wrist injury to confirm, but he is going to continue to play until they can reevaluate it after halftime. So
okay, yep, and we kind of figured out that Anthony Davis would be returning. He's not in the game currently, so he is on the sideline. He had ice on his right hand, but he is back on the sideline. For those that didn't see that we haven't been following this game, he came out briefly in the first quarter. He went to the locker room, and just at the end of the first quarter, AD did return. Now he's on the side. That's Danny Green. Attempting looks like a deep 2, but he misses. Rebounded by the Lakers. It's in the hands of Russ. Russ is moving close to. He's in the paint, and he puts a high shot. Rebounded by Dwight Howard. Makes a layup. And Dwight Howard, the rebound machine. Even with Dwight Howard's injuries and some of his skills diminishing later in his career, he's always been a reliable rebound guy. When he was with us last year, he was a reliable rebounder. That's the one thing we miss about Dwight Howard being on the Sixers. We don't have that. But we're still getting wins. And now to Andre Drummond for the shot. Misses. And he caught it, but he stepped out of bounds. And it's Lakers ball. It's like Carmelo Anthony's. Looks like he was going to inbound it, but the camera's on Carmelo now. But here's a replay of what happened. Drummond, he took a shot. It was air ball. He got his hand on it, but he stepped out of bounds when he went for the rebound, and then Lakers will get possession of it. Ball's in the hands of Russell Westbrook again. He passes it to Dwight. Dwight passes to Carmelo. Niang covering Carmelo. Carmelo shoots. Misses. Rebounded by Green, but he lost the ball. Oh, he lost it. So much for the rebound because the Lakers get possession. See, there was Danny Green. He got it. Yeah, he rebounded and he lost it. Oh, man. Well, here goes Russ. He shoots and he misses. Russ has been on a cold streak shooting thus far. And now it's George. It's Korkmaz. Yep, he takes the shot. Close shot. Korkmaz making a shot again. Hey, just keep doing something, Korkmaz. Just do something when you get your hands on it. Make some points. Get inside the paint. Just whatever you do, something. Now here comes Russ. He's passing. Russell Westbrook for three. Got it. So now it's 36-29 Sixers after the three from Westbrook. And Andre Drummond, he's moving the ball and he passes it. Is that Isaiah Joe makes a three? Isaiah Joe getting minutes. And he's making a three. We're starting. I haven't seen a whole lot of the Sixers, like I said, this season. But now that football season's over, I'm following them a little bit more. Isaiah Joe is getting action on the starting team, and he's making some shots early. Carmelo I thought it was a foul. Oh, yep, Carmelo, an offensive foul against Korkmaz. He put his hand right his face and got him across the field. And now Sixers get the ball back. It's Korkmaz. He's moving with it. Passes it up to Drummond. Drummond to Joe. And that Danny Green, he misses. Deep two. Lakers get the ball back. Lakers moving down the court. It's Russ. Tucker makes the move on Korkmaz. He gets in close. Knocks Drummond. But Dwight Howard on the rebound. Oh, knocked away by Drummond. Drummond's got it. The rebound. He puts it up to Korkmaz. Sixers moving down the other way. Goes to Tobias. Yep, Tobias with a two. Yep. Wasn't sure, had to double check, make sure that was Tobias. It was. He got the two. And now, Sixers up 41-29. We'll have our first commercial break of the second quarter.
Subscribe today.
Right, just need another club soda. Don't worry, I got it right here. Just going to pour it in here. Got to keep myself hydrated while I do this commentary. Hit the commercial break yet again. And for everyone that joined this live stream, thank you for joining this live stream. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you drop a like when you're passing by. Help show your support for this channel. The more likes it gets, the more YouTube pushes it out for others to come across and watch. So make sure you give this a like. Help push it out there. Remember, that like button is free. Don't cost a thing, as Philly Mike says. Always says in his live stream. Shout out to Philly Mike. I'm sure he's doing his stream tonight as usual.
Already started.
Here we are at the commercial break as we're see. While we're at it, I'm going to double check. See what else. So what's the other game tonight? Because I know there's another game on TNT right at. Oh, that's the Golden State Warriors and Minnesota Timberwolves tonight. Yeah, so that's going to be the Golden State Warriors at home against the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's later tonight at 10 o'clock on TNT, right after the Sixers game. Right now, we got, what is this, Buffalo Wild Wings? Yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings commercial. I don't know if you guys can hear the TV in the background or not. I turned it up a little bit louder so I could hear it while I'm still talking, probably for the game, so I could also hear the commentators while I'm doing my live stream. So that way I can hear the announcers, call out players whose numbers I don't recognize, so I can also hear the sideline reporters give their updates. So far, Anthony Davis has not played since coming out of the game, but he was on the sideline. He had ice on his hands. He might be returning when we get back from commercial break. So AD could give the Lakers offense that spark. Even when he's not at 100%, if he actually steps in the game, he could give them that spark. We'll see what happens.
Right now,
So far, the Sixers are up. They're taking care. Excuse me for young, but they are taking care of business thus far against the Los Angeles Lakers, as they should. You know, the Lakers have a losing record on the road, and they're in the middle of an East Coast road trip. They got to go tomorrow to Charlotte to play the Hornets. They got to go on Sunday and play the Hawks. They already had to play last week in Orlando and Miami, and they played in Brooklyn on Tuesday night. So they're traveling all across the East Coast. Could be that travel fatigue affecting the Lakers. That's an advantage for the Sixers right there. And then on Saturday, we play at home against the Sacramento Kings. And just as I was saying, they show on the national TV schedule on the left. Tomorrow, the Lakers, like I said, they travel to Charlotte. On the right-hand side, they're showing the Rocky statue. But unfortunately, I can't show the TV because I'm not going to get a copyright strike. So all I can do is listen to it and tell you guys what's going on. And now Anthony Davis, he's back in the game. He passes it up. It was a sloppy pass. He's in the paint covered. Right. Tobias moving down court. Tobias. Is that Niang? He misses the three. Lakers get the rebound. The Sixers are winning, but Niang. Oh, another three. Now three missed by the Lakers. Austin Reeves. That's Austin Reeves, undrafted rookie for the Lakers, missing. So far, Sixers and Lakers trade missed threes. And here comes Isaiah Joe. He's being guarded by Anthony Davis. Makes the quick pass to the Tobias. Tries to put the spin move to get the shot, but he misses. It looks like the Lakers touched it last. Sixers retain possession because they touched it last. Should be Sixers ball. The Lakers touched it last before it went out of bounds. Here we go. And yep, Sixers will retain possession. The refs got it right. That court buzz. Oh, he got and they're going to call a shot clock violation. He got the shot off late, but it wouldn't have mattered. He missed it anyway. But you know I'm not a fan of Cork Moss. You've been following my channel. For anyone on the stream who hasn't been following, I'm not a fan of Cork Moss. I think he's another player that can go to. You know who the main guy needs to be to get out of here. But we're not going to talk about him. He's not even in the game. And Carmelo Anthony with the 2, making a 10-point game. And it looks like a timeout by the Sixers. Looks like I heard a whistle. It looks like they're going to tell a timeout, reevaluate, do a lineup change. It looks like Joel Embiid will be coming back in the game. He hasn't played yet the second quarter. Looks like our MVP will be returning to the game. So when we get back from the commercial break, we will be seeing Joel Embiid back in action.
We've been working together from pretty much everywhere.
With Windows 11, we're just doing it better.
We'll see what's going on.
On February 4th.
Here we go. Got another commercial, and if you excuse me, I got to step away and go to the bathroom real quick.
With Farmers Auto multi-policy discount, the more policies you have with us, the more you can save on your auto insurance.
Yeah.
Like what? Well, you get a discount for insuring your jet skis and boat, RV, life, home, and more. You can save up to 45%.
That's a whole lot of discount.
Well, we offer coverage for a whole lot of things, and you can save a whole lot of something with Farmers Policy First. 17 car garage. You got that?
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Cutting your burrito? You're such a Virgo.
And you have serious Libra vibes. You got 2 different burritos because you couldn't decide.
It is not an easy decision.
That's exactly what a Libra would say.
Says the girl who cuts her burrito.
It's Championship Friday on AEW Rampage's Beach Break. Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus defend the World Tag Team Championship against Private Party. Julia Hart challenges Jade Cargill for the TBS title. Plus, Anthony Bowens faces John Moxley.
Buckle up and get ready.
AEW Rampage Beach Break, Friday at 10 on TNT.
It's a special honor to be a part of it.
NBA All-Star, best sports weekend of the year.
You want to go out there and put a show on for the fans.
NBA All-Star on TNT.
Mom, it's not working.
Don't get iced out. Call Bovio Rubino Service, South Jersey's leader when it comes to heating and cooling for over 40 years. You can trust the years of experience from their trained professionals to keep your home warm and cozy all winter long. Right now, score big and save up to 22% off a new comfort system with 0% financing for up to 10 years. For a local expert you can trust, call Bovio Rubino Service today.
You want to run? Take one.
So why did you get vaccinated?
Si tú quieres a tus abuelos como yo, ponte la vacuna.
I got vaccinated to protect my dad because he has a weaker immune system.
আমি টিকা নিয়েছি আমার জন্য আর আমি যাদের ভালোবাসি তাদের জন্য চলো আমরা সবাই টিকা নিই
Together, we can make everyone's next stop a safer, healthier New Jersey.
The NBA on TNT is brought to you by Kia, official automotive partner of the NBA, movement that inspires, and by American Express. See what you can expect when you're with Amex Platinum. Joel Embiid back in the game with Maxey. Harris missed the battling, rebounded by Davis.
Well, Davis was there contesting. He's a pretty intimidating guy. Tough to get shots up over the top.
Anthony's shot wouldn't have counted either way. There was a clear out against Los Angeles. And Frank Vogel is looking for an explanation, now looking at the video board. It's going to be Johnson.
Yeah, Frank's saying who? I didn't see it either. Stanley Johnson didn't even argue, so I think he knew.
Harris using the Embiid screen. Johnson digging in, slapping at the ball, using his body on Embiid. And he gets the foul call. Embiid, a lean enough to get the attention of the officials as Johnson backpedals.
This is great defense by Stanley Johnson. Active, took it right in the chest. This is why Stanley Johnson is in the lineup, and he has taken on this role willingly. He is an outstanding defender, very strong, and very competitive.
Davis, the leader, foul call. Anthony Davis just looked at the right wrist after that attempt. And he will shoot a pair. Stanley Johnson played for you, of course, in Detroit. You drafted him. And let's go back. 2016-17, you're actually wearing that suit tonight. That's incredible.
Yes, I am. But I'm wearing a tie tonight. I wasn't in the picture. Yeah, Tobias, Andre, Stanley Johnson. And then the next year, those three guys and Avery Bradley on the team together. So 4 of those guys played together.
Yeah, you've had a number of bro hugs tonight, I've noticed.
Yeah, there's a lot of people because then I also...
All right, I'm back now. Okay, I did go to the bathroom real quickly, but I could hear my TV in the back. I could hear the TV. Embiid did step back in the game. I know the Sixers are still up. And I see Embiid is driving on the court, being covered by Davis. Was that pass for Tobias? Backward. But Corden leads to Anthony Davis with an easy layup. Was that pass from Embiid? Tyrese got it. Embiid's got the ball back in his hand. And he missed another pass. Oh, but it looks like they're going to call a foul against the late. Yeah, he tried to get the pass off, but, well, first they're showing the backward pass for Tobias, which is a complete flop. It's led to the easy layup for Anthony Davis. But there was a foul there. Embiid tried to get that second pass off, but obviously didn't work out. And Avery Bradley coming in for Carmelo, as the play-by-play announcers pointed out. Who was Embiid? Embiid's moving inside the paint. He's got going for 2, but and Embiid draws a foul. Didn't make it. He got the rebound, but he draws a foul. So Embiid will go to the line, and Embiid will shoot for 2. Calls against Johnson, number 14 for the Lakers. So now it is now a 41-35. The Sixers lead as Embiid goes to the line.
One of 5 70-foot players in NBA history to touch those kinds of numbers.
He's gonna waiting. He's gonna make it. His first shot is Oh, in and out. No good. He's going to try his second free throw. Missed the first in and out, and Embiid taking his breath, dribbles it, puts it up, and makes the second. 1 for 2 from the line on that try. He now 3 for 6 on his free throw. Johnson passing it. It's Anthony Davis, covered by Tobias. And the three missed by the Lakers. Sixers got it back. It's in the hands of Tyrese now. Tyrese is moving. He's rolling it. He's moving inside the white line, back outside the white line. Tyrese still standing. Pass it off. That Korkmaz. Korkmaz airballs a three. Why is Korkmaz shooting threes? I know he's got the open look, but the reason he's got the open look is because they know he can't shoot. They don't see Korkmaz as a threat shooting threes. So Lakers defense they don't consider defending Korkmaz's three-point shots a priority. They're more worried about Maxi's shooting ability. That's the only reason Korkmaz gets open there. As the Lakers move down court, but there's a foul against the Sixers, and who's that? First free throw made good. Lakers zone in. 42-36 now. The crowd is booing. Yeah, 8 years this process has been going on. We still haven't made it to the third round yet. And Malik Monk it is at the line. Malik Monk made his first, and he makes his second. Malik Monk having a pretty solid game thus far for the Lakers. Now Tyrese has got the ball. Passes to Danny Green. Embiid. Is that Isaiah? No, that's Matisse Thybulle now. Gets the 2. And Matisse Thybulle, an easy 2. Gets the Sixers now to a 7-point lead. Monk. Pass the ball back. Is that Russ? Yep, that's Russ is back in the game. Pass to AD. AD for deep 2. He makes it. And now he makes it a 5-point game. Davis with another make. And Tyrese trying the 3. And he missed it. Rebounded by AD. AD going back the other way for the Lakers. He's moving the ball down court. Sixers got the steal, did they? Yes, they do. They got the steal. Tobias is moving with it. Pass up to Korkmaz, the alley-oop. Tobias to Korkmaz for 2. And then Thybulle with the steal, but the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Sixers. The steal all for nothing. Steal following the alley-oop, all for nothing. As the Sixers lose control of the ball, goes out of bounds. Lakers once again have possession of it. And Russ is moving with it. He's going to pass it to AD. AD's got the ball, guarded by Embiid. Going, AD. Alley-oop. And AD passed it to Monk. Monk back to AD for 2. And now it is a 5-point game. Looks like every time the Lakers inching closer, the Sixers push the lead back in their favor, but then the Lakers thin into it again. Thin down the and Embiid. Contact between Embiid and Davis. They bump body. Davis goes down again. Remember, he's already playing hurt, but he is up. And he's lucky. He's moving slowly on his feet, though. What happened was Embiid and Anthony Davis, they bumped bodies back this way. Embiid's body bumped the back of AD. Both guys went down. Called dead whistle. Rebounded. It's Tobias. Inbounded by Korkmaz. Back to Tobias. Embiid's got it. Guarded by Davis. Embiid's going to shoot. And he makes a 2. 2 more points for Joel Embiid. Lakers are moving. Ball's past midcourt. AD guarded by Embiid. He's got some separation past the Monk. And Monk. But there's going to be both Monk and Korkmaz go down. Foul called. Looks like it's going to be against Corkmans. It'll send Monk to the line again. Yep, Monk back to the line. He made his 2 free throws last time he went to the line. Here he goes back. Malik Monk. So far, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. And now he's back at the line again. Malik Monk makes his first free throw.
You know, and there have been some people disappointed in him as a lottery pick. Sometimes it takes time.
Here we go, Malik Monk.
And he's playing very, very well.
Ref giving it back to Monk. I'm ready for a second free throw. He made the first. And he makes it again. Now it's 4 free throws for Malik Monk. Sixers inbound it. Tyrese Maxey moving, dribbling past midcourt. Passes it off to Embiid. Now Embiid, lost grip for a second, but regains it. Pass to Tobias. 2. No, it's a Thibault that was Embiid. The pass to Thibault, the dunk. And Carmelo Anthony back in. He tries to shoot a 3. No good. Joel Embiid passing the ball. It looked to Tobias. Tobias puts who was behind the 3 line, made the fade move and the dunk. Now it's a 9-point Sixers lead. And now the Lakers get back the ball. Get the ball back. Here they go. That's Avery Bradley. Had it. Passed to AD. AD for Kamalo. But the steal. Tobias Harris. Now Kenny Green for 3. Off the mark. Lakers get it back. Sixers had a chance to score off the steal, but Danny Green missed the 3. Russ to AD. AD gets the D long 2. And now it is 52-45. Make that a 7-point Sixers game as the Sixers moving back down court. So far tonight, Anthony Davis. Davis has been the best scorer on the Lakers, but Embiid returns with a dunk. So far, Anthony Davis, and that's the alley-oop. It was all an alley-oop intended for Malik Monk, but pass was slightly behind Monk. He couldn't get his hand on it. Ball goes out of bounds. Sixers get it back. Malik Monk had what looked like an open look for the alley-oop, but the pass was behind him. Couldn't catch it. Ball went out. Sixers get it back. Now the ball's in the hands of Embiid. Guarded by AD. He's going to attempt the shot, but AD blocks it, and the Lakers get possession of it. Anthony Davis, the best player for the Lakers thus far. And Monk a shot, but a foul's going to be called. Foul's going to be against Tobias. Malik Monk will go to the line. So far, he's been perfect from the line. We'll see if I jinx that. And now Korkmaz coming back in. Maxey exiting the game. Doc Rivers saying something to Maxey along the sidelines. He'll exit the. But wait, no, it's not going to be a shoot, but it's not going to be a shooting foul. Anthony Davis moving in. He makes it look easy. And there's a foul. Oh, but AD made that look way too easy. Anthony Davis. Man, he is just balling tonight. The best player on the Lakers. He's making it look easy against the Sixers. And Embiid. There is blood on Joel Embiid's right hand. It looks like the back of his middle finger. It looks like they're going to bandage it up, but he'll be back. He'll be back. Don't worry, Joel Embiid, he will be back. It's just a cut. All they got to do is, bandage it up, and Joel Embiid will return. This is nothing for Joel Embiid. This is like a mosquito biting for Joel Embiid with the other injuries he's had throughout his career. Wait, but did they put a bandage on him yet? Coming to the sideline. He's gotten a towel. I think they're going to put a bandage on Embiid. He's going to return. I'm predicting Joel Embiid will be back. Everyone in the live stream, do you think Joel Embiid will be back? I think he's going to be back. I mean, yeah, he'll just get. Anyway, AD still got to shoot his final free throw. Joel Embiid temporarily comes out of the game. Davis hits his free throw. Another point. Completing 3-point threat. 54-48 with 30 seconds left in the half. In the hands of Tobias. Tobias. Oh, Embiid, he's already back in there. But they double teamed Embiid, and the Lakers got a steal. The shot clock is off now. The only clock's the game clock. It's down to 14 seconds left in the half. And Russell Westbrook, he's going to just take his time and wait for the shot, for a buzzer beater. So Russ is going to attempt it. Wait, he's going to pass it off, and it goes out of bounds. Empty possession. Russ did not attempt the buzzer beater. Sixers will inbound it. Tobias will attempt the buzzer beater, but it's no good. And that'll be the end of the first half. We got Anthony Davis, 23 points, 10 for 13 field goals, 5 rebounds. Embiid only 13 points, 5 for 11 field goals, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. But Embiid has been struggling shooting in the first half. Well, Anthony Davis has been at his best this first half. So we're getting ready for the halftime show. Now, I'm thinking about possibly putting this stream down.
Okay, JB, good game.
First half, but you know what? We're at halftime. Let's check some other news. I'm going to check some other sports news going on. Yesterday, first let's talk about what else is going on. For all the football fans on here, the Philadelphia Eagles fans, Brandon Brooks did retire yesterday after 10 seasons in the league. He spent 6 seasons with the Eagles, 4 with the Houston Texans. We signed him in the 2016 offseason. He was with us ever since. Unfortunately, injuries caught up to him toward the end as he missed 2020. He only played 2 games in 2021, but he decided to retire yesterday. He made 3 straight Pro Bowls. I made a quick video about that. Give my shout out to Brandon Brooks. And also today in the NFL, Ben Roethlisberger, the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, retired. Ben Roethlisberger, who just from a quarterback standpoint is an all-time great quarterback. Ben Roethlisberger, the person, though, there are plenty of reasons to dislike the guy. The obvious reasons we know is off the field controversies with 2 sexual assault accusations in practically the exact same fashion. Both times he paid off his accuser. And these were 2 different accusers. 2 different times he paid him off. That to me smells like a guilty man to me, to have literally the exact same situation.
Relax, Yellow. Just take a deep breath.
All right, we're showing an M&M commercial, but Ben Roethlisberger, he will be in the Hall of Fame, whether we like it or not. And also, Javon Hargrave made the Pro Bowl as a substitution. Now, as far as the Pro Bowl goes, it's not a big deal to me. But at the same time, when it is Javon Hargrave, I can't help but feel, hey, here that privilege, actually got Hargrave for making the Pro Bowl. Thank you for your work on the D-line. Overall, I don't get real fussy about all-star games because all-star games in all sports, whether that be football, basketball, baseball, hockey, they're primarily popularity contests. So I don't get too fussy about, this player didn't make the all-star game or this player should, because ultimately they're popularity contests. Hell, one of the reasons Ben Simmons made the all-star game last year was because of his popularity. Even though he showed decline shooting during the regular season, before he flat out didn't even try in the playoffs, and then he just gave up on the Sixers. But we're not going to get into that here. But the point I'm getting at is that Ben Simmons made that all-star game last year. It's really showing that it's primarily a popularity contest. That's what it is. As we're getting ready for the American Express halftime report, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley. I hear what they have to say. Turn it down a few notches. All right. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, I don't really watch that show this much. I know the guys on this show, but I don't watch the shows. I don't get to listen to these guys much and hear what they have to say.
Kenny, let's get right to Philadelphia because
Wait a minute, Kenny the Jet Set. They're doing a little comedy skit here. I still got the TV on TNT right now. Kenny the Jet Smith standing up by the big screen, giving his overview of the highlights from the first half.
So Philly says, we're going to play bully basketball as much as we can. We're going to get two just as much as three. Freeze it here. So now, when Drummond came over, they said, okay, we're going to have another post.
Now, I'm kind of not really talking the screen. I'm paying attention to what Kenny the Jet Smith's saying. Kenny the Jet Smith, not Smith.
Because it allows you to get post-up material. Then Tobias Harris, who was strictly a three-point shooter, a lot. Freeze it here. No, we're going inside, take advantage. We're going to have the three-point shooter, so now he can't help. We got Howard can't help, and we finished in the lane. And Joel Embiid talked about this earlier. Anthony Davis on it, no problem. Pass back out on the double team. Give it back, let me post it. I don't care. What is it, Chuck? Freeze it here. What's this call right here, Shaq? Barbecue chicken alert. Chicken alert.
Barbecue chicken alert. Shaq saying.
Too big, too strong, multiple shots, five. The best way to get threes and the best way to get points on the board, you also have to get to the free throw line.
Right, exactly. Just about to say that. They're showing the highlight from Embiid where he missed the easy shot, but then he missed the layup, got his rebound. He was able to draw the foul and get to the free throw line. Just as Kenny the Jet Smith said, you got to get to the free throw line. Now, we were able to do that on that instant there. We got to the free throw line a little bit in the first half. The Lakers didn't get to the free throw line as much. It was Charles Barkley and Ernie Johnson. Is Ernie Johnson and Charles Barkley talking. Remember these names accurately. Forgive me.
That's why I was asking if they could. Oh, they can have them one seed. They're not going to win the championship and do they handle the similar situation. Like I say, there's nobody in their right mind. And I root for the Sixers and the Suns, my two teams. There's not one guy on TV.
I'll tell you one thing, Charles, your other team, the Suns, I mean, they made it to the finals last year. They're in first in the West. You might want to pay more attention to them this year, Charles. And I don't mean to down the Sixers, but let's face it. If we're going to call it how it is, Phoenix Suns are the better team. Yep, you tell them, Chuck. Embiid is playing the best in the NBA. Yep, that's right. That's what I said at the beginning of the stream. 12-3 since Christmas. Right, we're starting to find our groove, and it is probably because of Joel Embiid. But tonight, Embiid's a little sluggish shooting. I mean, he's still rebounding, he's still getting assists, but he needs to start shooting better in the second half. I mean, we were talking about how great he's been, how integral he's been in helping. Even the guys, even Shaq, Charles Barkley were giving him credit before the game, but now Embiid's been a little, sluggish shooting. I hope Shaq and Chuck didn't jinx him. And now Shaq's talking about Russ. But Russ has been a little bit cold this first half too, to be fair. So it's not just Joel Embiid. And it's only the first half. We still got a whole second half of basketball to play. Anything can happen here in the second half, okay? Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Here we go. Here we go.
The one thing you just said to Russ.
And now Shaq is talking about Russell Westbrook as we're waiting for this halftime show to be over. We're going to get back at it with the second half. Probably should have just done this in two parts. Should have streamed the first half, then came back for the second half. But you know what? I guess it is what it is. I guess next time I'll take that into consideration. That's always worked best for me. But I decided to try differently and just try to stream the whole thing. I'm hoping I'm able to make it through. I'm hoping I'm able to stream this whole game. Hope I don't have any issues with that. But I got my laptop plugged in, so that way it's still in charging mode. So I plugged it in before I started. I'm going to unplug it for just a bit because I put my laptop right by a charger, right by where I can plug it in. So that way I had enough battery. All I did was just pull the plug out. All I have to do is put the plug back in if I start to lose some battery here in the second half.
But the problem is you can't do that every single time. The cord is his autobahn. He's full throttle all the time. Back with more on the American Express halftime report in just a second.
You're watching the American Express halftime report. See what you can expect when you're with Amex Platinum.
Meet Chef Claire,
Right,
owner of
we
Healthy
go.
Sour, a sourdough.
We are at commercial.
She was flying back
At
to
a
her company.
commercial. We're at the commercial break. We'll be back with the second half shortly, and I'll be able to get some stuff to talk about. Probably should have just called it at the end of the first half, done the second half stream. But we'll learn from this. Next time we do this, just stream in 2 halves. Do a first half stream, drop, end it at the end of the first half, start a new stream for the second half. So learn that lesson now. All right, it is now they're at yet another commercial break. Another Subway commercial. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to run downstairs and grab a quick snack, and I'll be right back.
Surprisingly, Gary rates to fit any budget. I'll click to get a quote today. Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good. Really good. In fact, it feels great. You should try it. But if you're not a magician, switch to Straight Talk. Get our Silver Unlimited plan for just $45 a month. Now with unlimited high-speed data, plus 5 gigabytes of hotspot data. With nationwide 5G on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot for your data when you can get unlimited for a whole lot less? Straight Talk Wireless, available at Walmart and Walmart.com.
The NBA 75th shows no signs of slowing down, as 2 of the league's best clash in prime time. James Harden and the Nets are bringing James Harden. They head out west to take on Klay Thompson and the re-energized Warriors. Curry for 3. It's all going down in the Bay. You do not want to miss this one. The Nets versus the Warriors, Saturday on ABC.
Make each day feel less every day in a Mazda CUV. Elevate every moment with available iActive all-wheel drive. Create a closer connection with the road and make your journey a little more extraordinary.
Right now at Chapman Mazda, you can get 0.9% financing for 36 months on all new 2021 and 2022 Mazda models.
Welcome to the Sioka dealerships, Atlantic City's home for Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chevrolet, and Corvette. This is the destination for all your automotive needs. From family SUVs to rugged work trucks, we're home to luxury brands, legendary styles, and the largest Corvette selection in America. Add in Sioka's great value plus outstanding service departments, and it's easy to see why we're recognized as one of the top dealer groups in America. Online or on Albany Avenue, the Sioka dealerships in the heart of Atlantic City.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Welcome back. No time wasted by the Jack. Why am I dog all the time? That dog ain't get off quick. That is a fast dog right there, man. This was in our commercial break. Jack has no understanding downing 8 glasses of what it is. That's almost an one shot right there. No, it's not an 8. That's alkaline 88. It's alkaline 88. You're supposed to drink one. You don't have to drink an 8 and then you put an alkaline 88. Yeah.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free bonus wings every Thursday. And $3 tacos every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Is that true? Tacos
has been saving folks money for 85 years?
Yes, that's right.
Wait, so if that goes 85, that makes you... Are you asking if I'm 85 years old? Sea turtles live to be 150, so... No, I was not.
Do I look 85?
What? No! You look young. You look young for however old you are.
Geico, saving people money for 85 years.
We always believed the welcoming spirit was
But he didn't.
we were wrong.
He was. He didn't. He tried to do. He was. But you know. And exactly. He went. Oh. Yeah, that's what. And talk to the old competitor was going to destroy. All right, now I'm back. We're at commercial breaks. All right, let's see what's going to happen here. Okay, it's the second half of this game. It's going to be starting in just a moment. We're back. Let's get this going. Second half, Sixers had a good first half offensively. They are winning this game. Yeah, but they're doing what they got to do right here. Just right now, I'm just looking around right now. But so far, I'm just surfing the web, but it is an interesting game. So far, we're winning, But Embiid's a little bit cold shooting. Russ is a little bit cold, too. But Carmelo Anthony's in D's, but Anthony Davis has kept the Lakers in this game. We are up, though, 54-48, but, we'll see what happens in the second half. Embiid's got to do better on his field goals, man. Got to do better. That's the one thing Embiid's got to do and step up with in the second half. I mean, so far we haven't seen Tobias has made a few shots. He's gotten a few close looks in. I mean, Korkmaz, he's missed a few shots, but we can forget about him. He's garbage. Isaiah Joe even got a 3 in. Tyrese got a few shots. Danny Green got a few threes early. Here we are. We're back. Looks like coaching adjustments. Looks like the Sixers going to look to double AD. That was one of the coaching adjustments shown on the screen as we're back. Second half has started. Lakers get the ball to start third quarter. Now it's in the hands of Ross. It was cold first here. Pass it back to Avery Bradley. The shot missed, but Ross gets the rebound. Pass it back to Johnson. Miss. But Avery Bradley with the rebound gets 2, I think. Yep, I was just about to say that is Avery Bradley's first point of the night, and the announcers confirmed, yep, that is his first points, but now the Sixers got it back. Tyrese is moving with it. Pass to Embiid. Like I said, Embiid, he's got to get better shooting. Korkmaz, get him out of there. Embiid tries a 3, but no. Embiid, you got to start making these shots, man. Don't worry. I know Embiid can shoot threes, but don't worry so much about the threes, Embiid. All right, you've been struggling thus far. Don't worry about that. Try to get inside the paint and start there. And as they get to Davis, who makes another shot. Anthony Davis now trims it down to a 2-point lead, 54-52. Lakers got the only buckets of the half thus far, but it's only the very beginning of the half, so that's no big deal yet. But we got to, it's a BDI stolen from them. And the Lakers could tie, but there's a foul. Stanley Johnson for the Lakers was fouled. That will not be a shooting foul. There will be an inbounded foul by the Lakers. And the Lakers inbound it. It's in the hands of Russ. And Russ shoot. And he misses again. But Anthony Davis with the rebound. AD is just having a monster performance without LeBron James trying to carry the Lakers. He misses the shot. Sixers get the rebound. AD almost tied it. There. As now Tyrese has the ball. He's moving it past midcourt. Sixers are past midcourt now. And Tyrese passes back to Embiid. He's moving in. Hits the Maxey got it. Was that a three? Tyrese Maxey drills the three. First point of the second half for the Sixers is a three by Tyrese Maxey. Stretch the lead out to 5. Johnson misses and Embiid had his hands on it. They're going to roll Lakers ball, but it does look like Embiid did have his hand. Let's watch the replay. AD. Oh, wait. AD looked like had his hands on it when it went out. But the Lakers will get possession. The crowd boos. It doesn't matter. They missed their shot. Sixers moving down court. Tobias. Is he going to try it? Back to Tyrese. Tyrese Maxey. Moving. Tyrese. It's Embiid. It tries a three. Oh, Embiid. He needs to stop trying to force threes, man. That's why he's missing this half. He's trying to force some threes. We know Embiid can shoot those threes, but it's not his strongest attribute as a player, though. It's actually one of his weaker attributes as a player. And he shouldn't try to force it. I understand Embiid can practicing it better, but it shouldn't be something you try to force during the game. It's got to be something that if you want to get better, you got to work on in practice. Not something you try to force during the game. But the Sixers, they get 2 more. Lakers are moving back with it. Yeah. And it's Russell Westbrook. He's looking to take a shot. Russ has been cold tonight, but he gets a bucket in. So now 6-point Sixers game after the layup by Russ. Sixers moving down court. Then move. Who's that? Max. Tyrese. Oh, he got checked it. It's a foul against Westbrook. When Russell Westbrook's trying to plead his case, no, but they're going to call a foul. Oh, Maxey was going up for the layup, but Russ got contact with him. Maxey looked like he might have been. It was like Maxey baited contact successfully and got the foul called against Russ. And Tyrese is going to go to the line, and he's going to miss his first free throw. Come on, man. Why are our 2 best players cold shooting today? Why is this happening? I mean, Tyrese is, as he announced, just a decent runner for most improved player. Then again, I wouldn't even really argue he's most improved. He's just taking advantage of them because he's getting more minutes now. And he was playing good with the minutes he got, but now he's getting starter minutes. Oh, and that's a steal. Is that Joe? Or who is? No, that's Matisse the Bible. He's got the 2-handed jam. Off the steal, Matisse the Bible. Matisse the Bible. He's the one. But Russ is moving closer to the layup, and Russ gets his second bucket of the half. So Westbrook, so far, he's looking hot. Looks like he might have found his rhythm here. He was struggling in the first half, but he's starting to find his rhythm. As Tyrese moving the ball back, moving past court. He's moving inside the paint. He goes for the shot. Tyrese Maxey for 2. And now it's a 9-point game. Sixers up 65-56. Johnson, he's passing back to AD. AD's moving, and he gets another shot. Anthony Davis, man, he is trying to carry this Lakers team. He's at 27 points for the night. And Tyrese Maxey off the assist from Embiid gets the bucket. And the Lakers are going to take a timeout. Now Tyrese Maxey's starting to come on as the hottest shooter of the half thus far. The Lakers take a timeout. Now it is an 11-point Sixers lead. And credit to Tyrese Maxey. He's stepping up in the second half. But he's been stepping up all season. And last year he played good for his rookie year, but he wasn't getting a whole lot of time, but when he was playing, he was making the most of it. And you saw there was potential for him to get better this year. But what's really happening? He's getting more playing minutes. He's taking advantage of it. They're talking about on commentary how he's in run for most improved player. I think it's not that he's really improved. It's that he's maximizing more of the time he's gotten. That's what's going on with Tyrese. That's why his numbers are better, because he's getting more playing time and he's making the best of it. The more experience he gets, the more room he has to learn on the job. Just like your job or my job. The more you practice it, the more work you get in, the better you get. Gotta move it. You gotta practice. You practice, the better you get.
But since I'm here, could you sign my basketball?
Yeah.
Now we are back at another commercial break again.
For the online offer, and I'll never buy
This live stream here in the second half. And it is a Philadelphia 76ers game. They are controlling this game thus far. But we're going to have to see what happens, because it is possible that once you get late in the third quarter into the fourth quarter, Lakers might start to make a comeback, because this is a common trend with the Sixers. It might happen here, but hopefully it won't happen. But let's not get too excited yet about the Sixers. Let's not start singing the Sixers song yet. Let's wait till the game's over and see how it finishes. So we will see what happens. But here we are. Right now, we are at commercial break. We're waiting to return. There's another commercial. WNBA star Skylar Duggan Smith. And the NBA doing the NBA, WNBA Clorox partnership and their commercials. Just more of the same old commercial crap you always see. Nothing fancy about it. Nothing noteworthy. Nothing special. We are just waiting for this commercial break to be over so we can get back to this game. Those joining the live stream, anyone's joining this live stream, please make sure you drop a like to show your support for the live stream. The more likes it gets, the more YouTube pushes out there in the algorithm for others to stumble across. That'd be great. That helps support the channel. And now we are back, and LeBron on the sideline, as always, not showing up and not playing, not tough, willing to tough it out. But here we are. We are back. Lakers are moving, and that's Malik Monk with it. Pass up to Anthony Davis. Davis getting inside the paint. Back to Monk. Wait, missed. Maxey with the rebound. Sixers are moving the ball. They're moving it past half court. Maxey still got the ball. Shot clock winding down to 13 seconds. Tick, tick, tick. Maxey's got to do something. Pass it to Embiid. He's being double teamed though. And Embiid's forced to pass it within the court cross. And Tobias Harris with the deep two to make it a 12-point Sixers game. As we're closing in, a little under 6 minutes left in the third quarter, as we are halfway through this third quarter. We want to see what happens. As we get late into the third, into the fourth quarter, will the Sixers keep it up, or will the Lakers inch and make it closer? We'll find out. Lakers have to get off the shot. Embiid with the block. Embiid blocks Johnson. Johnson had to try to get it off right before the buzzer, but Embiid with the block. And now the Sixers get back. Embiid's thumb is taped up from that cut he got, or it's not his thumb, his finger's taped up from that cut he got earlier, but he is still in the game. You saw in the last possession, they double teamed Embiid. They tried to look his way, but the steal. Lakers got the steal. The double team's working. The double team's working. Ugh. It is working, but here goes Russ. Oh, Russ misses the shot. Embiid gets the rebound. See how the double team comes, not coming. Embiid tries the three again. He's trying to force the threes, and they're not working. He's got to work on it in practice. I know he can shoot threes, but not on this night. Got to stop trying to force it. He's on a cold streak with threes. Tonight is not his night where he can make something for me on the line as AD airballs the shot. And now Maxey gets the rebound. Maxey moving in quickly in the paint. Tried to get a rebound at the missed shot, but Davis got, but there's the steal. Up to Maxey. Tyrese Maxey scores. The Sixers defense comes in. Matisse Thybulle with the steal. Maxey was still by the hoop. You had the quick pass by Thybulle to Maxey, but then the Lakers quickly move right back and score their own. And speaking of Maxey, he's got the ball. Moving past half court. Sixers are trying to take their time here. They know they got the lead. They want to milk some clock, but still keep some momentum going, which is the smart move. But as long as it works, though. It didn't work there. The shot was missed. Soon the Lakers have got it back, and there's Malik Monk. Davis off the rebound and the dunk. And Anthony Davis has been keeping this Lakers team alive in this game. I got to give a shout out to Anthony Davis because he's stepping up in LeBron's absence, trying to keep his team alive. I cannot take that away from him. I got to respect him for that. But the Sixers are moving. Embiid, now he's moving in the paint. He gets blocked by Davis, but it bounces out of bounds. Last touch by the Lakers will retain possession of it. So it's not all bad. Unfortunately, Embiid's shot was blocked and well defended by Davis. But AD's touch knocked it out of bounds. Sixers will retain possession after the commercial break. So here we are. We have yet another commercial break. I'm telling you guys, man, I am telling. It's an intense game. Sixers are in control of it. They are in control. However, they still got to close it. We'll see if they can do that or not. We still got the rest of the third quarter and the fourth quarter. We will see what happens. Here we go. Yep, it's going to be interesting. So far now, you see, they're starting to double team Embiid in the second half. And it's working in their favor in terms of keeping Embiid out of the game. However, Tyrese Maxey stepping up. With the Lakers putting that extra focus on Embiid, it's giving Maxey more room to step up. Because that means with them focusing more on Embiid, they lose a little bit of focus on Maxey. And that's working in the Sixers' favor. But now we're at the point as the Sixers, when we do move with the ball, we're trying to move a little bit slower to try to take as many seconds off the clock as possible while still being on the offense. Which, as long as we can still make our shots, as long as we can still give buckets, that will work out. But we still got to get buckets. We still got to control the lead in order for that strategy of slowing it down offensively to kill some time to work. That strategy of moving down the court slowly, take your time, make your shots. That's right. We got to make those shots, though, in order for that to work effectively and still be getting some points. So if we can do that, that will be an effective strategy. Milk some clock. But now we are closing in, starting to get a little bit of those jitters and worries that the Sixers might make it tougher than it should be. They might give the Lakers more of a chance than they should. Excuse me. I am yawning, but don't worry. I am not going anywhere. I'm still going to finish the stream for this game. If we have to go to overtime, I will stream overtime as well. I will do that. Another commercial. Another commercial, folks.
Yeah, that's a ticket you'll really flip for.
There we go. And we got another commercial with Gus. You know, the most famous groundhog in Pennsylvania. If you've seen one Gus commercial, you've seen them all. We've been seeing Gus on these commercials year after year after year after year. Nothing new, nothing special. Here we go. The Sixers. Remember the block by AD went out of bounds. Sixers inbounds it. And there's the three by Danny Green. Right at the buzzer. Danny Green back in the game. He makes a three for us. And now, Lakers got the ball. Wait. Carmelo's in. Pass was high. It looks like there ain't been some contact there. Nang might have made contact. Carmelo. They blew a whistle.
Both benches have played a role. Philadelphia 7 of 11.
And yep, they're going to call the foul. It's going to be a retained Lakers possession. And here's Malik Monk. Passes back to Tucker. Tucker moving in. Gerard, there's the layup, but Embiid gets the rebound off the miss. Embiid's moving in. Contact made. Melo fouls Embiid. That is going to be, that's a foul. Carmelo, he put his hand right across his face. That means Embiid will have to go to the line. His shooting, he's been struggling with his shooting, but let's see if he can make up for it with these free throws. Now, I know Embiid is playing with tape on one of his fingers, but even before that, he was struggling as he misses his first free throw. This is not a typical Joel Embiid night. It's not the Joel Embiid we're used to seeing here in the month of January tonight against the Los Angeles Lakers. While the Sixers are still winning as a team, Embiid is not playing as hard as we're used to seeing it. Well, I shouldn't say that. Well, yeah, it's correct. He is playing hard, but he's not. The results aren't there like they usually are. But then again, sometimes you just have an off night. So I'm not going to be too hard on Embiid. It's just an off night. But he did make the second free throw. Anthony Davis, he misses a shot. Tyrese Maxey on the rebound. Maxey's moving it. He gives it to Embiid, maybe this time. And he does make the shot, and there's a foul. And Embiid can make a three-point play here. And he did make that shot. He has a chance for a three-point play. So it's not all bad for Joel Embiid tonight. It's a little bit sluggish compared to his past performance, but it's not all bad. He still made a shot. He can still make a free throw. And that's the third foul on AD. AD's halfway to fouling out, and it looks like they're pulling him from the game for a minute. He's going to the bench. So now Anthony Davis, the best scorer for the Lakers tonight, is not on the court. And Dwight Howard's in. And Embiid completes the three-point play, making his free throw. Now Dwight Howard comes back into the game. And the ball's right now in Howard's hand. He's moving, passed it to Malik Monk, who goes for the shot. Missing. Almost got his rebound, but Embiid swatted it away. Embiid's got it. He's moving. It's a spin move. He's moving down the court, moving through Dwight Howard, but looks like Dwight Howard with the foul on Embiid. Embiid's former teammate, Dwight Howard with the foul. And Embiid looks like he's clutching his hand. He's clutching his hands. He's going down. But he is back. He is at the line, though. He is at the line. They've been all nothing for nothing. And he misses the first. But he looks like he's limping. Embiid. He said in his pregame interview one of his main priorities is health, staying healthy. But he looks, I don't know if he's tired, if he's having muscle cramps, or what it is. But he's moving around. He moved around slowly. He's back at the line, though. And he makes the second for there. But he moved like this. He kind of clutching like this. I don't know if he was muscle cramps or something, but he did make the second free throw, though. And he's still in the game. And that's the way he was touching his hands. And that's a shot made for the Lakers. But there's some worries about Embiid, the way he's clenching his hands, the way he was moving, grabbing his leg. I don't know. But Horton Tucker makes a shot for the Lakers, and that's a timeout. Embiid might be about to come out the game here. It's a timeout. The Sixers will get the ball back after the commercial break. I don't know. That's the one thing that always concerns me about Joel Embiid, knowing his injury history. Just anytime he's in the game, you have that worry. He might go down. You're hoping he doesn't, but that could happen. After the Sixers game on TNT, it will be the Golden State Warriors will play against the Minnesota Timberwolves. But I'm thinking the Warriors should win that game. But I'm not going to be really concerned about that because I'm on here to do a live stream of the Sixers-Lakers game. So I'm not worried about that game. So we're closing in late on the game. Here we go. And we're back now. We got the All-State Mayhem moment. And we'll see what's it's going to be. Oh, there's the steal by Matisse. And to pass to Tyrese for the open shot. And now Matisse Thybulle's on the bench. And is Embiid still in the game after the timeout? Now Matisse Thybulle, his defense had helped us out, but he's on the bench. Tyrese still has it. Korkmaz, and looks like Embiid's still in there. Danny Green's in there. And Niang's in there. And Isaiah Joe. I still struggling to tell the difference between Niang and Korkmaz. I should just let the announcers on TV illustrate the difference. But they do. Shot. And yes, Niang has fit in nicely. If you can hear the announcement on TV, they're talking about Niang. I'm responding to them. As Carmelo has the ball. Carmelo's got pressure all over him. He gets rid of the pass. Is that Horton Tucker? Yep, it is. Horton Tucker, he gets the shot before the shot clock. But he misses, and there's a whistle. Probably going to call shot clock violation against the Lakers. Because we got 1:15 left in the third quarter. We got 1:15 left in the third quarter. One more quarter. As the Sixers taking their time moving the ball down court. They got the lead. Here we go. And Embiid. There's contact. That's a foul. And Dwight Howard. That's his second foul on Embiid of this half. Second foul in the last 10 minutes. Dwight Howard. That's 2 fouls against Joel Embiid. I don't know. Was there some bad blood there? Is Dwight Howard upset about something? Is there bad blood from their time as teammates? What was that about? Exactly. From their time. As Joel Embiid makes his first shot, makes his first free throw. Is there from their time as teammates? Here we go. Embiid, he makes his first free throw. He's looking for the second. Go in. And he does get the second to fall. It looked like it was going to miss, but he made it fall. That's all that matters. All that matters is the end result. In this case, Embiid makes 2 free throws. And now the Lakers go the ball back. Here they go. Lakers move. Oh, that looks like to me an offensive foul against Howard. Tyrese Maxey. That's going to be an offensive foul against the Lakers. Dwight Howard making contact with Maxey. Howard just runs through Tyrese Maxey. But, Tyrese, that's not a good idea to be covering Dwight Howard. You know Dwight Howard has the size difference on. The size difference is not a good matchup. You're going to get hit. But unfortunately, he got back up. And we got a 3 out of it. George Niang. That is why we need him on that court. He gets another shot. He fits in well as a rotational piece. He's not a full-time starter, but he's one of those guys, when you put him in, he makes it count. And you need role players. You can't just have everyone be an alpha dog. Perfect example of that is, the team we're playing, the Lakers. Looks like there's too many alpha dogs on that team. I don't want to say too much about them in case they pull off a comeback on us. I don't want to say too much in case they do pull off a go on. I don't want to. Well, in case they do. Excuse me, but Embiid, he's coming out temporarily. And Andre Drummond's back in. Okay, maybe now I'm hearing it on TV. I can actually pronounce it right. Andre Drummond. And Tucker, and he's fouled by Drummond? Oh, Horton Tucker fouled by Drummond. So Drummond comes in, replacing Embiid, and commits a foul. Ugh. Not a good look, man. And AD's out of the game. He's got his shirt on. He's talking to LeBron. He's got the ice on his wrist. Anthony Davis might be out for the night. He might be. Now, we can say whether or not it's soft or not. Some of you are going to consider that soft. And I do think, yeah, to a certain extent, yes. But at the same, I would say this. If you were in a position where you had LeBron in the game, you were in cruise control of the West, and you decided to come out, for this game, that's one thing. But I think, like, when you're the top player that has to step up because the other main guy is out, and you're stepping out of the game when you're the number 9 seed in your conference, I do think that is a little bit soft when you're in that position. I mean, it's one thing if it's a regular season game, you're in first place in your conference, you take it's just a regular season game attitude, and you come out for the game, that's one thing. It's one thing if it's late in the regular season, you already got a playoff spot clinched. If you decide to come out for that game so you can be fresher for the playoffs, that's one thing. But if you're copping out of the game when you're the number 9 seed, that could be a little bit soft, and that could be conceived as soft. Now, obviously, I'm not the one hurt, so not much position to judge, but there is a softer mentality in terms of the way the players approach the game, in terms of resting, injuries. There is a softer mentality compared to previous eras.
So you got yourself an EV.
But hey, Anthony Davis, that's a big loss for the Lakers. They already got LeBron out, and now AD is out. Looks like he's out for the game now. He tried to come back in, but it looks like he decided he's not going to come back in. Because AD was the reason the Lakers were even in this game. You've seen it with Anthony Davis out. You've seen the Sixers start taking control of this game. Because I'm watching this game, I'm seeing what's happened. Notice the Sixers have started taking control in the past couple minutes. That's when Anthony Davis came out of the game again. Looks like he might be out for the night. That's the case. I mean, Russell Westbrook and Carmelo. Carmelo's still, he's making some shots. He can still shoot, but he's not at that point where he can really lead a comeback anymore. With all due respect to Carmelo, but he's not at that point now. He can still make some buckets. He can still play, but he's not at that point where he can truly lead a team like he did at his peak. And Russ, he's been cold. But see, Russ, the thing is with Russell Westbrook, while he's a great individual player, he's not a good leader. He's great at individual play. He's great at being a stat pad, basically. He's great at racking up the scoreboard for his individual stats. But he's not a great leader, though. He's a great stat pad. And that's the reason why Russell Westbrook, he's flopped from team to team. He's never really, when Russ has had to lead a team, they've only gotten so far. How come the Thunder, after KD left, those last couple of years, they only got so far with Russ leading the team? Though, if he's really that great of a leader, how come they only got so far there? They only got to the first. Did they get past the first round with only Russ? Oh, you guys are showing the celebrities now. We got Meek Mill in the crowd. You got Jimmy Rollins, former Philly, in the crowd, supporting the Sixers. And we got Julius Erving, Dr. J, up in the booth. In the luck, yeah, early serving Dr. J out there. So we got some of the stars are out to support the Sixers tonight. You got some other former Philly star. You got Dr. J. You got rapper Meek Mill. You got those guys out in the house supporting the Sixers. Of course, they always give those guys love, but we here, regular Joes, don't get crap. Okay. And here we go. We're showing highlights here, but I'm telling you that ever since AD came out, you've seen the Sixers really take control, because Dwight Howard's still in there, though. As we start, Isaiah Joe, he misses, but rebounded by Drummond. Reload to Green, and he misses the three. Ooh. But Danny Green has been good with his threes tonight, but not in this case. As Wayne Ellington comes into the game for the Lakers. He was a guy that we had our prize on last year for the Sixers as we got, around the trade deadline, but now he's on the Lakers. And that's a three for the Lakers. Makes it a little bit closer as we got Korkmaz, Danny Green, Niang, Andre Drummond, and Isaiah Joe in as our lineup. Looks like Korkmaz, yep. Passes it off to Joe. He's going to attempt three. I had a feeling as soon as he shot, the angle was off. Now Green again. Defended by Carmelo. Now Howard with him. Ellington over to Carmelo. No Anthony the shot, and he misses. We keep trading bricks. The teams are trading bricks here. Missed shot. And Andre Drummond on the line. You knew he was. He passed it to Green. Green floating up closer for the easy two. Misses. More bricks. More brick shots. Great. Looks like there's a foul. And it's going to be against the Sixers. Austin Reeves was fouled. That was Austin Reeves' foul for the Lakers. That's a foul against the Sixers. It's going to be an inbounds foul. And it's Dwight Howard. Ooh, shot miss. Who was that? For Lakers, oldest roster in the league. 30 years, 291 days combined. As we know, we've been jokingly calling the purple and old, and that's what they look like so far. But I better keep my mouth shut and save the jokes for after the game. Danny Green makes a shot. Now we are up 19, 90-71. Little under 10 minutes left in the game. Dwight Howard passes it off. Is that Russ is back in? And Reeves gives Ellington. And now Melo makes a deep two. Carmelo showing he can still come in and he can still score points off the bench. Well, he may not be at his prime anymore. Carmelo can still score. He can. And there's been questions over the years about his desire to win, but he can still play. Even though he's not prime Carmelo, he can still shoot the ball. He can still score points, and he's showing that tonight. But obviously the Sixers are in control now as we go to the timeout. But I want to keep the jokes about the Lakers being purple and old and the jokes about, the guys being soft and all that stuff. We want to keep that till after the game. Don't want to jinx it. Don't want to be coming out here talking a bunch of smack only for the Sixers to blow it late. So I'm going to keep the jokes quiet. Throughout my channel, I've always been doing that. I always keep the jokes to a minimum, especially if it's going into or during the game. I wait till afterward to start the jokes. Exactly. Always wait till afterward. Always wait to start the jokes because you don't want to jinx it. You always wait till so you don't jinx. So that's the way I am. Always wait till after the game's over before any jokes go around. Wait till if you're gonna jump. Wait till after the game over. If you're gonna do that, look. If you're gonna wait till the game, so you don't. Eggs and eggs. Just wait till after the game's over. Dwight. Salt. This team. We're at another commercial break, but Sixers are in control of this game. Oh, I'm just gonna stretch out here for a minute. Oh, we're at commercial break. But don't worry, I'm not going anywhere until this game is over. Just need to stretch out a little bit, that's all. So worry, I will be seating right back down. Just a moment. Right back there. We need to sit down for a moment. Take a seat right here for a moment. See how I look from a far distance.
Very cool. They won the pitch and small.
Before we get back to the game, so far we are in control. We are in control of this game. When the Sixers win this game, I'm going to sing the song afterward. You know, clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia. And let me stop right there. Let's wait till it's over. Then I'll give you a preview of what's most likely going to happen. And here we go. And here's the brief tribute to Kobe Bryant, the late, great Kobe Bryant yesterday, the 2-year anniversary of his passing. They're showing highlights from Lower Merion High School in Philadelphia, where he played high school basketball. And here's people in the crowd. Oh, you got a few people. Is this in the crowd? Looks like. Yep. Came out. There are people here supporting Kobe. He's wearing his gear at the game. Few people wearing his Lower Merion High School jersey. Few people wearing his Lakers jerseys, even in Philadelphia. And I've sometimes wondered, I sometimes wonder, as great as Allen Iverson was with the Sixers, I've always asked myself, I'm probably going to ask this, as great as Allen Iverson is, would you have traded that for Kobe? I'm probably going to have to ask Sixers fans. I'm going to probably do a poll on Twitter thinking about it, asking that question, see what response I get. Here we go. We are back at this game now. Sixers, it looks like they're trying to take their time with it. Trying to get some time off the clock, but be careful not to let your guard down on offense. But AD's back in the game. AD is going back in. There was contact. Looks like it might be an offensive foul. Yep, Anthony Davis is back in. This is not the time to slow down. Anthony Davis is back in. He is back in. I kind of thought he was coming out earlier. I implied that he might be a little bit soft for leaving, but he is back in the game, though. So that's why you got to keep your words soft and sweet, because they might come back to bite you later. But now this is not the time for the Sixers to let their guard down with Anthony Davis in. He was the one who's been carrying them throughout this game. It looks like screw Korkmaz. This guy's garbage. You can't get anything right. As the Lakers get the ball right back, and an easy dunk for Anthony Davis. And you don't even have Embiid there to try to defend him, which, granted, Davis has been dominating this game regardless of who's on him, but at least with Embiid, it gives you some chance of slowing him down. But we did come back and make the shot. That Tobias Harris takes 2, so and gets the lead. But 2 and Embiid, he's on the sideline. On the scores table. He's sitting down on the table. He's got his shirt on. I mean, it's possible he can come back in. AD came back. Being Carmelo puts up a shot. Got the pass from Westbrook. No good. Now Tyrese moving down the court with it. Here we go. And Tobias pass to Korkmaz. Looking to pass to Drummond. Back to Korkmaz. He misses another shot. I don't know why you trust Korkmaz. Why do you even trust this guy? Why? He clearly does not. He's clearly garbage. Why do you waste time trusting him? Was that Carmelo on the mid? But it was a missed three anyway. Rebounded by Tobias. Tobias gets a 2 inside the paint. 2 more points for the Sixers. As we're closing in on 7 minutes left in the game. As Tobias has 23 points, 4 rebounds. Okay, solid shooting tonight. Tobias has stepped up. And Carmelo Anthony, he's getting into an argument with the fans here. Oh, I don't know what happened here. If the fans may have said something to him, because our fan base does have a habit of doing that. We like to talk smack to the players, so it's possible that may have been something there. Looks like there's a guy wearing an Iverson jersey in the front that may have said something when security guards is talking to the fans, but whistle's blowing. Uh-oh. Security guards might be about to eject. Oh, looks like 2 fans are getting thrown out here. Looks like 2 of the fans. Listen to the announcers.
It was just my general play-by-play, apparently. But this fortunately did not go beyond what you're seeing. There was a moment there where Anthony continued to charge, and Kevin Cutler got in there, and security then swarmed into the area to make sure.
Oh, it looks like 2 fans are being. Yep, they're showing the 2 fans being ejected by event staff. So, they're both being escorted out of the game. Yeah, they are being escorted out. Security's, the event staff is showing them the door. They're obviously being escorted out of the Wells Fargo Center. Now, I don't know if that's permanent or if they're going to be temporarily suspended from returning to the game. Now, what they did there, from what I saw, was just trash talk. It was just trash talk. So I don't think they should be permanently barred. Maybe they might be barred from seating close to the court, where they could talk smack directly to the players going forward. If this is their only incident, maybe they might be temporarily suspended, like for the remainder of the season, as Embiid makes a shot. The Sixers up now 96-78, up by 18. But as I was saying about the fans, now this particular incident isn't something that I think should be a lifetime ban. Maybe for the remainder of the season, maybe banned from the front row. But that's as far as I think it should go. That's the furthest I think punishment should go for those fans. I don't think they should be permanently barred from ever being at a game again, unless something else happens. Then that's an entirely different story. This should permanently from sitting indirectly. They could be. I think they should be for the remainder of this season. Be permanently barred. Oh, and that. Oh no, it's like, who was that? That looks like Thibault. He got fouled by Carmelo. It looks like. Yep, Thibault got fouled by Carmelo. And now it is a 20-point game. It is closing in late. This should be a win for the Sixers. Here's LeBron James looking over at the crowd without his mask. And then it looks like we got another timeout. So far, this looks like this should be a win for the Sixers. I mean, you never know if the Lakers might inch in a little bit closer late. But at this point, without Anthony Davis being effective, who do the Lakers really have to keep this game close for them? Who do the Lakers really have that gives them a fighting chance? LeBron's not in the game. I mean, Carmelo's playing decent on offense, but with all due respect to Carmelo, it's not going to be enough to get him through over the hump. Russell Westbrook, he's playing like Russell Westbrook. So that definitely isn't going to help. I mean, I don't see them. I don't see it at all being able to win. It should be a Sixers win right there. We'll be able to sing the song afterward and clap our hands and stump our feet in celebratory fashion before ending this live stream. So it looks like it's not a matter of if, but when. I just don't see the Sixers losing this game. But let's not talk about it too much until we know for sure. Until it's official, let's keep the words soft and sweet until it's official. So we're at commercial again.
Thank you. Since you're here.
Closing in late on this game. This is my first full NBA live stream. I should have called it at the end of the first half and done a second half stream because clearly that was working. That works better when I do it. Pause it at halftime, do a second stream like I did the first time I did a live stream when it was the Eagles bye week and I did that Cowboys-Washington game stream where I streamed the first half, paused it, came back, copied reused the details from my first half stream to create the second half stream, just changed first to second in the title. I changed it from first half reaction stream to second half live stream. Should have done that here, but learned from this because I feel like that halftime kind of stalled the stream a little bit. It killed a little bit of the momentum I had in the first half. Now, I feel like I personally, the way I've been commentating, I've been still, doing my thing. I've been still keeping the energy up, but I feel like it killed the overall momentum and engagement. So I feel definitely that's the one thing I learned from this first stream is if you're going to do a stream of the full game, do them in halves. Because usually at halftime, that's where it starts to lose some momentum. Just give it a few minutes to freshen it up. You can come back, keep some momentum up in the second half of the stream, keep the people engaged more. But that's the one thing that I personally would have done differently. Now, I've enjoyed this. I still got a lot of energy, still having a lot of fun with this. As we are back, and Josh Harris, Philadelphia 76ers owner, is courtside here. And here we go. We are back, and Russ has it. He's passing off. We got about 5.5 minutes left in the game. Russ going up, and he makes a bucket. Easy bucket for Russ, but Sixers get it back. Now that makes it an 18-point Sixers lead, 98-80. As Tyrese has the ball, and there's a whistle.
We don't talk about these kind of things enough, but a lot of people encourage their community to great things, but he's actually acting on it and showing firsthand by example how ownership in Philadelphia works to support the local community, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Allie. Thanks for sharing.
Here we go, and Anthony Davis, he's back in. Wayne Ellington. Oh, Sixers got the rebound off the missed three. Embiid's got it. He's moving. He is back in the game. But Embiid, he almost got it stolen, but he rebounded. Got Tyrese Maxey is moving. And it goes up to Embiid. Ball goes back to Tyrese. And Maxey jumper was missed. And the Lakers got the ball back. They're moving it down. Anthony Davis goes for the shot, misses. Maxey's got the rebound. And it's Andy Green. It's that Tobias Harris. That's Tobias. Yep, Tobias moving. Tobias passes to Embiid. Embiid taking his time. Sixers are looking to kill time, but there's the steal. And Malik Monk will steal it for the easy dunk. Nobody even went after him, it looked like. Looks like the Sixers are just trying to kill some time. You cannot take your foot off the gas pedal. I don't care how many points you're up. I don't care if there's less than 4 minutes. I don't care if you got a big lead. Do not take your foot off the gas pedal. At least you got to play to the final whistle no matter what. And there's a steal by the Lakers. Be careful. They might inch in on you. As the Lakers got it back. Be careful. Westbrook drives and he makes the two. Now, so far, Lakers are on a little bit of a run. So far, they're only making twos. And it's taking more time off the clock. But guess what? It went from a 20-point lead now to a 14-point lead, okay? They're inching in on it. It's 98-84 now. Got to be careful. You've got to be careful not to let them go to – you got to be careful not to let them inch in too much on the lead because that could come back to bite you. You never know. You got to be careful here. If you're the Sixers, because we see this happen a lot, they sometimes make winnable games closer. They still win, but they make it close. Happened last year. It can most certainly happen again here. But it is not over yet. This game is not over yet.
What's wrong with action figures? Nothing. Capital One Shopping instantly search.
We are closing in. We got Samuel L. Jackson commercials. We're closing in on this game. Win or lose, I'm going to do the song afterward. Do the Sixers song after the game's over, regardless of outcome. Well, wait, regardless of how much we win by, I should say. Regardless of whether we dominate, whether we, make it tight and we squeak away with the win in the end, or whether we win by blow. We win, regardless, I'm singing the song. So that's it. That's mine. Sixers has to get through 3.5 minutes of gameplay, and I'm singing the Sixers song and celebrating their victory. So that's all you got to do, Sixers. Just hold on to the lead, 3.5 minutes, and I'm doing your theme song. And Maxey looks like he's going to be fouled there as he's driving in close. Oh, wait, that's a block, actually, by AD, but it did go out of bounds. So, it was touched by the Lakers last. We retained possession. It's about it by Embiid. And Thibault's going to try to shoot. But he misses. Don't let this lay. Be careful. Lakers are trying to move down court. And is that Ross? Westbrook. He lost it. Westbrook lost control of it. Sixers get it back. Rebounded. Thibault. Past the Maxey. Now back to Harris. Maxey's. Got 9 to shoot. Pass to Yang. Pass to Embiid. Embiid's going to try to shoot. And he makes it. An easy bucket for Embiid. Well, he's not as hot as he's been through most games in January. He's still putting up points. And he's still destroying it inside the paint when he gets his looks. And we get to 100 points on the night. And another stoppage in play. 2:41 left in the game. All we got to do is make it through these last 2 minutes and 41 seconds of game time. And I will proudly sing the Sixers song. That's all we got to do. Just make it through this, and I will proudly do the Sixers song on here.
You have snap tools and it's so responsive. We've been working together from pretty much everywhere. With Windows 11, we're just doing it.
Here we go. I cannot wait. So right now, I'm just looking around my browser right now. We're at commercial break. So I'm just going to look around here. There's not much to look on Embiid.com. I'm just scrolling through my personal Facebook.
Dad life, work life. It's all life. There's work and there's what works for you.
Professional is you. Professional is us.
It's ours to define.
Second half of our NBA on TNT doubleheader is coming up. The Timberwolves and the Warriors. And for many, you just go to the arena early to watch this.
Well, watch Steph Curry and watch Klay Thompson warm up. The Curry Meyer.
Here we go. We are back to the gameplay right here, and Lakers inbounding it. Moving down court. Shot. Is that Carmelo? Yep, Carmelo with a three. Wait, or is that Wayne Allen? Wait, Wayne Ellington? Looked like Carmelo from the screen. Was that the assist by Ellington to Carmelo? Because that looked like Carmelo made that three from what I saw. But Embiid's got the shot, and he makes it. Makes a two inside the paint. So Joel Embiid, well, it's not his greatest performance of the month. He's still doing enough. It's not a horrible performance either. He's not playing like a scrub. He still went in there. He didn't cry when he saw the blood on his hand. He taped it up and went back in the game. I mean, he opted out a few times, and he's opting out again. Looks like he's out for the night. There's only about a minute and a half left, or a little under 2 minutes, actually. Be a little more closer. A little bit closer under 2 minutes. But Embiid, okay, 26 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 9 for 20 field goals. Not the greatest game in the world. Not a typical Joel Embiid game, but you know what? He at least had some respectable numbers scoring. So he at least did that. And be fair, we as a team did what we need to do. Sure, it's against depleted Lakers team and a Lakers team with poor chemistry. It's Drummond with the miss. But at this point, it's really not going to be a big deal. It's not going to drastically affect the outcome. So I can let that slide. Just the countdown right now. Lakers, they try a three. Oh, missed. Wayne Ellington, that missed it. That definitely was Wayne Ellington there. That was definitely Wayne Ellington. That definitely was. But we get the ball back. We're just taking our time. See what the Sixers are doing. They're taking their time dribbling, trying to kill some clock, but still shooting. No, that's Yang with a three. There you go. George Yang. He's valuable coming off the bench. He's a guy who can score some points. And that works there. And yes, it is valuable, even at this point, because all it does is further increase our lead with less than a minute. Here we go. Any minute now, I'm going to do a rendition of the 76ers theme song to support them. So we're going to get some karaoke on the Nikki Stees channel, something this channel is not known for, but tonight is the special night. You get it. It's going to be the special night. We get some karaoke on this channel. One of the rare times I'm going to sing, but it's going to happen because it's 105-87, 33 seconds left. There's no way the Lakers are pulling off a comeback. You can forget about it. We don't got to worry about them blowing the lead. It's just one of those things where you're always worried about it, even when you're like at a minute and a half, but you're so caught up and paying attention to the game, you don't realize, wait, there's a minute and a half left. They're not coming back. It doesn't hit you till like right at the end that, okay, yeah, we got it in the bag. And as the players, they start to embrace, as you see, Drummond's embracing some of the play. As you see, well, the shot clock's turned off. Just all they got to do is dribble. The players are starting to show respect. Some of the players are coming off the bench. Doc shaking hands. Here we go. It's over. We did it. 105-87, 13-3 since Christmas. The Sixers get the dub. Now, it is against the Los Angeles Lakers. And to be fair, there's the Jimmy Rollins ringing the bell at the beginning of the game. And I'm about to turn off the TV. And here you go. I'm about to do it for you. I'm about to do a short rendition of the Philadelphia 76ers theme song. So here it goes. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Here they come, Philadelphia. That's Philadelphia 76ers, baby. Here they come. Another win, 13-3 since post-Christmas. But you know what? Sure, most of these wins are coming against, bad teams. You'll admit that. Or struggling teams, whatever the case may be. But you know what? They're still wins, and they still count for something. And Joel Embiid, he is our team MVP. Not the greatest performance tonight, but still a respectable performance tonight. And he still went back in there, even after his injury. He didn't cry about it. He just bandaged it up and went back in the game and gave it his all. And that's respectable right there. He didn't cry about anything. He didn't come off the bench over something small. He just went out there and played. And that's what's the respect right here. And I respect it. And Tyrese Maxey, he was playing good too tonight. Even Danny Green, he was drilling those threes tonight. So we saw, obviously Embiid, Tyrese. Obviously Tyrese is the real number 2 guy on this team. So that's good. At least that, when we do finally get Ben Simmons off this roster and we get it over with permanently, at least having Tyrese Maxey there, it'll help give us a real number 2 guy. Danny Green's a solid bench piece. Even Isaiah Joe got a little bit of time tonight. I mean, not the greatest player, but he's at least doing something. And George Niang, hey, he's held that he's a good bench piece. So we got some good players on this team. We got some talent to help us out. Help us out, even with this being a rougher season than last year. And it's keeping us in the mix. It's keeping us hot. So Sixers get the dub. Proud of them. And I'm going to end it here. And trust, there will be more Sixers content coming now. That's the football off season. So everyone that tunes in, I thank you for tuning in. Even if it was only for a little bit, you tuned in, you clicked on the channel, this live stream, you showed support for the channel. Thank you for that. Have a wonderful night. I enjoyed this. Nikki Steve signing off. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Until next time, stomp your feet for Philadelphia 76ers. And I'll be back with more Sixers content.